Men and women do think differently. Frankly, we don't understand each other. Not at all. But that's what makes relationships so amazing. At least that's what Kevin Hart says. Well, guys, I got the answer for you today. The answer is waffles and spaghetti. So let's get into it.
Be better tomorrow because of what you do today.
My name's Brent and I make content for men. Kevin Hart nailed this one. Men and women do think differently. That's why we have books like Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus. If you want a good relationship, then you have to start with that. My wife and my best friend, they call it ping pong brain. But it's just reality, guys. We think differently, and that's okay. In fact, it's time to celebrate it. But if you want to survive in a relationship, then we need to understand it. The first thing you have to embrace is the fact that you don't think the same way. For all of our talk about wishing that she got it, the same way one of our boys does, we would actually hate that fact, guys. The fact is, she doesn't get it the way one of your friends does, and that's one of the reasons you like her. If she was just like one of our friends, we would be unbalanced in the relationship. It would feel weird. So, embrace the fact that it's different. Embrace the ping pong brain, if that's what you want to call it. But guys, love it, because that's one of the things that makes it so much fun. So, how do we think? Well, men, the best example we can come up with, or I can come up with at this point, is men are like waffles. No, not little round toaster things we stick in the oven. But all the little boxes on top, that's how men think. With every new experience, our new thing we learn, we put it in the next available box. Now, one box after another fills as we grow, as we experience things, as we learn things. They go in this neat little package. If you're a nerd like me, then it works a lot like one of those tape machines you see in the movies, where you have that robotic arm that reaches out and grabs tape and puts it over here so they can use it, and then it moves it over here and it puts a different tape in when you want to use that. And it just changes the slot based on what information you want to access. That's how our brains work. We catalog and organize our life and our life's experiences just like that. It's why we can be laser focused on things. And that's a good thing. If we're at work, we're in the little work box. Men excel at being just in the moment. Now, women, their brain works a little bit differently. And while you are going through your boxes of waffles, women think like a plate of spaghetti. They got a big old plate of spaghetti. Now, before you go and mock your girlfriend or your wife or someone else in your life, understand that this is what makes them so great at multitasking. And you have to understand that if you're going to have a good relationship. Just like if you start at a piece of spaghetti on one end of a plate and start trying to get it out of that, you're going to hit tons of other noodles. It seems like you hit every noodle on that plate. That's how women catalog their life. It's like it all gets thrown in together because everything in their life affects every other thing in their life. It's a compilation of experiences, but they all meld together. Now, like I said, I don't know that I would tease your wife about that or your spouse, but this difference is part of what makes things so cool. But it's how you can start at what are we having for dinner and end on how we're solving world hunger in the same conversation, guys. It's because when you start pulling that piece of noodle, it's going to touch everything else around it, and so it makes sense. That's why my wife calls it ping pong brain, because it bounces all over the place. Pinball brain is closer. Sorry, I think they call it pinball brain. Now, if you're learning something, be sure and click the like button, guys, because that helps us out with the YouTube algorithms. I'll see if I can say that. And even better, hey, tell us below in the comments, do you and your spouse have a set date night during the week? And do you think it makes your relationship better? I want to hear all about it down in the comments, guys. I love to hear from you. And we're going to keep rolling and wrap this up. Now, understanding how your brain works and how her brain works is important for you guys when you communicate. But you have to understand her emotions work a lot like her brain because she ties emotional experiences to memories just like you do. And while you as a guy are tying the emotional experience to this one memory, that's okay. It's safe in its box. She is tying that emotional experience to all of her memories, and when she starts to pull on one noodle, you guessed it, it touched every other emotion and memory and noodle in the pile. So, ladies, the good news is if you're watching this, you can help us go from box A to box C or box F or whatever box you want us in pretty effectively because guys go, oh, let me put this back in this box and pull out this box because we're interacting now. Gentlemen, your wife and your girlfriend, if she's in a bad place, let her work through the moment and be supportive. Try to encourage her by keeping your mouth shut because she doesn't want you to fix it. Take a pro tip from 20 years of experience in marriage. She doesn't want you to fix it. 9 times out of 10, she just wants you to listen to it, and that's the best thing you can do. But if you sit and listen and are supportive and attentive, she will actually find her way through those emotions and through those memories a whole lot faster because she will want to get to you. So that's a great way you can help her. Now, guys, these differences are really important, and they're, as Kevin Hart said, that's what makes a relationship so amazing is the differences between us. Now, if you want to go deeper on this thought, you need to be sure and check out the book, Men Are Like Waffles, Women Are Like Spaghetti, Understanding and Delighting in Your Differences by Bill and Pam Farrel. I'm going to put a link in the description straight to Amazon so you can grab that book. Or, hey, try it on your free Audible trial. I'll put a link in the description for that as well, guys. And that will be awesome. It really goes into depth in this and you will understand your partner better than ever. If you enjoyed this video, be sure and check out this video over here, Marriage Advice for Men, on the Fallible Man podcast for a more in-depth look at that stuff. And guys, thanks for taking time and be better tomorrow because of what you do today. And I'll see you next time.